Hello there. Thank you for tuning into PeopleSoft channel. Today, I will pick up from where I left off in my Envision tutorial. In this episode, I will show you how to implement Enplosion feature of Envision. When I think of Enplosion, only one word comes to my mind, that is explosion. Apart from the rhyming, there is one common characteristic between explosion and Enplosion, that is expansion. The beauty of Enplosion is with one single click, you can convert Envision output from summary view to detail view. Isn't it cool? I will guide you step by step on how to implement Enplosion features in Envision. By the way, we are going to use the same layout we have completed in the previous episode as a base to implement the Enplosion feature. I can't wait to show you all the details. Without further delay, let's get started. First, I will open the Envision layout we created in the previous episode. I already kicked off the Envision client. Now I will open our layout. I believe we named the layout as demo. I have selected our layout. Let me run this report. I have navigated to Add-ins tab, Envision, click on Report Request. We are going to open the existing report request, so I will click Open. Business unit is US001 and I believe the report name is Demo. Get list. Select our report request, click OK. Now let me run the report. Bingo! So this is the Envision report we created in our previous episode. As you can see, this is the summarized information. The total amount with cash and cash equivalents is 34,500 in 2015 and it is negative 1,685 in 2016. Likewise, these are the summarized information. What if you want to know what specific accounts under account receivables made up this total amount? This is when Enplosion comes handy. Let me head to Tree Manager to understand what are the specific accounts under accounts receivables. Alright, I already logged into PeopleSoft app and navigated to Tree Manager. Current assets fall under balance sheet. Let me expand the balance sheet, and under assets you will see our current assets. If you check under cash, these are the specific accounts that made up the cash and cash equivalents. Likewise, for receivables, there are specific accounts under receivables. Our goal is to figure out how much amount is associated with each specific account number. Alright, and that output should be part of Envision report. To achieve that functionality, let's go ahead and make changes to our layout. Opening the layout, this is the layout, this is the description. So let me copy description here. So under current assets, you will see all the main categories under current assets like cash, marketable securities, etc. First, let me unhide the formulas. To unhide the formula, go to Envision, Options, and select Show Row and Column Criteria. And this is the row level criteria we applied in our previous episode. All these formulas are stored in column A. Right now there is no data in column B. So this is where we will store the specific account number. On column B, I'm going to apply column level criteria to display the specific account number. So let me click on the column and you know the drill, Envision layout definition. Our goal is to display specific account value here. Let me navigate to tree. These are the specific account values. If I click on edit, and these are the specific account numbers and the description of the account. If I drill into the details, this is the value I want to display on the Envision output report. Do you know where this value is stored? It is GL account table. So that detail value is stored in DL account table and the field name is account. So now I need to write here account. Click apply. click OK. Like we discussed in the previous episode, since this is a matrix layout, it always fetches an intersection of row and column. Here we have tree node in the row section, and the column we have the account values. So for each tree node, it will fetch automatically the accounts that fall under each tree node. We also need to fetch the description for each detail account. So in order to do that, we will display the description in column C. We already displayed the description for the tree nodes in the previous episode, but now we need to add the description for detail accounts. When I say description, I'm talking about this description. In order to do that, let's head back to our layout. We are going to display the description in column C. I have selected the column C, Envision, Layout Definition, Label. Last time we displayed the description of the tree node. Now we will display the description of the detail value too. Discard, apply, click OK. That's it. Now in column B, we will have all the detail accounts displayed. In column C, we will display both the description of the tree node as well as detail accounts. One last change before we apply the implosion criteria. In the previous episode, I did a blanket sum of all the columns from E5 to E8. But now, since implosion rows fall under each category, we need to specifically provide the column numbers. Likewise, I'm going to do the same thing for the previous fiscal year. That's it. Let me go ahead and save the layout. Folks, now is the time to apply implosion criteria. Implosion criteria can be applied either in the column level or row level. In our case, we are applying it in the row level. In order to apply the implosion criteria at row level, we need to select the row, Envision, Layout, navigate to Filter, select the tree, and here you will see the implosion option. You need to select, as I mentioned before, implosion means expansion. So here, for each tree node, we want to expand to the details. For example, there are multiple other options. In our case, under cache, we have only the detail level. But imagine if there are multiple nodes under your tree node and you want to expand till the end of the tree, you select this option. To a specific node level, you need to select this. Only to the first node under your node, you need to select the immediate children. I would say to the details only. And here, you need to include the underlying detail. And if there are any intermediate level, but in our case there are no intermediate levels, if you want to collapse till the node level, you need to select this. Likewise, I'm going to do the same setup for all the tree nodes. Click OK, click OK. That's it guys, now it's the time to run the report. In order to run the report, you know the drill. Click on the Envision, report request, and let's name it _n. And here you need to select your layout. Remember, we have changed the layout name to demo_implosion. Click OK. This is very important. Make sure you select enable an implosion if specified in the layout. As we have specified in the layout, we always need to check this. If we do not check this, it will not run the implosion. You will see only the summarized report. And now is the time to run the report. Boom, this is the output. But this report seems to be confusing. Let me hide the formulas. This is the output Excel. So in order to hide the formula, go again to the Envision options. Okay, now let me save the layout, and I'm going to rerun the same report from the current report. Now you will not see the formulas. That's it guys. So this is the output. As you can see, this is the unloaded row. These are the specific accounts that make up the cash and cash equivalents, and likewise you will see these are the two accounts that fall under account receivables. If you remember, I said with one click you can switch between summarized and the detailed report, and this is the one click I am talking about. If I click 1, this is the summarized report, and if I click 2, this is the detailed report. That's it guys. This is how we apply implosion feature in Envision reporting. I really hope you gained some knowledge out of this episode, and I'm going to come up with the next episode. We will discuss and apply drill downs in Envision reporting. I can't wait to share all those details to you. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.